Hey everybody, so today I'm here to do the 50 random facts about me video. It was suggested a couple weeks and I thought it sounded like a lot of fun. So I'm just going to start reading them off because obviously there's a lot of them. And I'm going to explain some but not all just to keep this video as short as possible. So the first one is that I hate birds. Basically, I was around 8 years old when somebody let me watch the Birds movie and haven't been a fan ever since. They really freak me out. I have no appreciation for them whatsoever, and I'm like deathly afraid of them, and they will make me physically ill if I get around one. So anyways, on to number 2, I love winter. Basically any temperature under 65 degrees is the temperature that I like to be in. Number 3, I was in dance for 8 years. I did ballet, gymnastics, jazz, and tap, and I would say tap and ballet were my favorite, although I wish I would have stuck with gymnastics because I don't know, it was like really fun, I guess. The other two were fun, but in different ways. Anyways, number 4, I was hugely sensitive to tomatoes for 10 years, and I don't know kind of how to explain this one, but basically tomatoes would make me vomit like crazy. We still don't know to this day why that was, but I was really sick when I was around like 13 years old, and my parents couldn't figure out what was wrong with me, why I would get so sick so often, and as soon as we took tomatoes out of my diet, I was all right. So I didn't eat anything with tomatoes in it for 10 years. And after I had Remy, someone had actually brought over, I think it was like spaghetti or something, and I tried it and I was okay. So ever since then I've been eating tomatoes, but for 10 years I was tomato free. Number 5, my favorite color depends on my mood. I really do like teal and yellow if I'm happy and like it's spring, summer kind of ish, but in the winter months or if I'm just kind of not feeling super bubbly, I tend to like my navies and my burgundies, hunter greens, those kind of colors. Number 6, I always wear sandals to concerts. Don't judge me, that's just part of who I am. Number 7, I own mostly fuzzy socks. I'm not a big tennis shoe wearer, so I don't wear those a lot of the time. I mostly only wear shoes that I can slide onto my feet. Number 8, I have never permanently colored my hair. This is my natural hair color. I've used like that semi-permanent stuff you put in grade school where it's like pink or something, but nothing permanent has ever been on my hair. Number 9, I was in the junior high band and I played saxophone and I loved it. I was just too lazy to keep it up. Number 10, in school I wanted to take French, but my parents made me take Spanish. They just thought that it'd be more useful down the line. Joke's on them, I literally only remember like 2 words. So I really wish I would have got to take French. Number 11, before Mark, I did not want to get married and I didn't want to have kids. Basically just all my life experiences before meeting him had kind of led me to that. However, getting to know him obviously changed my mind. Number 12, I hate camping. The camping that I mean with like the tent, the sleeping bags, being outside in the wilderness, not a fan. Did it a ton as a kid and always hated it. Number 13, my first crush ever that I can remember as a little kid was John Smith from Pocahontas. Loved him, and actually Sophie has a semi-obsession with him. Number 14, before becoming a licensed cosmetologist, I worked primarily in the food business, and I will say that I really did like all my jobs. Number 15, my dream car at 16 was a Volkswagen Beetle, which my father promptly laughed in my face and told me never. Number 16, my dream car now is a Range Rover Evoque. Number 17, I was voted most school-spirited in high school in our senior year. That probably has to do with the fact that I was pep club president. I'm just very passionate about the things that I'm loyal to. Number 18, I've always been kind of a loner. I like going to the mall by myself. I like going to the craft store by myself. I like going out to eat by myself. It really doesn't bug me. I like alone time. Even to this day, if I have errands to go run, it doesn't bug me to go do them by myself opposed to going with a girlfriend or going with Mark. That's just kind of how I've always been. Number 19, as I get older, my taste in food change. The stuff that I did not like 2 years ago, I find myself liking. It's just the weirdest thing ever. Number 20, even with being an honor student who enjoyed high school, I hated college. Number 21, I worked 2 jobs putting myself through cosmetology school, and that was mostly at night, and I had one Saturday of school. Number 22, I would love to be an esthetician. When I was in cosmetology school, we just ran into the estheticians a lot. We also got to be on their side of the school a lot, and it just seemed really awesome. Also, skin, muscles, that kind of stuff really does interest me, so I wouldn't be totally opposed to it. However, it's quite expensive to go back to my school and take that. Number 23, I absolutely love Christmas time. Love the holidays. Basically, from August to the end of the year is my absolute favorite time of year. However, Christmas, I just, love it to death. Number 24, I originally wanted to start a beauty channel, like before I ever started my mom channel, wanted to start a beauty one, and then when I got pregnant, you guys obviously know the story from there. Number 25, I competed in mock trial in high school, which is basically where a group of lawyers, actual lawyers, put out a pretend case to different schools, and that school picks different lawyers and actors to play the parts of witnesses and the defendant and stuff like that. And I actually won the lawyer award. I can't even remember what it's called, but I was really, really excited. I love doing that. Number 26, I used to hate tea and love coffee, and now it's vice versa. I widely prefer tea 99% of the time, and I really don't like to drink coffee anymore. Number 27, horror is my favorite genre, I would say, of movies, but honestly, I like horror movies, horror books, horror video games, you name it. I really do love scary things. Number 28, Ellen Hopkins is my favorite author. Number 29, waste is one of my biggest pet peeves, whether it's me wasting my time, energy, food, resources, whatever. I hate waste. It drives me crazy. Number 30, I only use Burt's Bees lip balm. I was like 13 when my friend introduced it to me, and I have never used anything ever since. It makes my lips all like tingly. It feels like it's working, and it really does like everything that it's supposed to for me. So I don't use any other lip balm. Number 31, I love research, learning, and education. Number 32, I have a huge sweet tooth. I could literally live on just sweet things for the rest of my life and be okay. Number 33, I love my Subaru Legacy. Honestly, I think the only thing I would love more is their new Ascent that's hopefully coming out soon. Number 34, flannel is my favorite scent from Bath & Body Works. I'm not a huge Bath & Body Works fan. Don't really like that stuff. Can't really use it with my skin. It really irritates my skin. However, their candles are phenomenal, but flannel is my absolute hands down favorite, and I hoard it like crazy. Number 35, I'm kind of a germaphobe ever since having kids. I don't know what it is. Really freaks me out. I like triple wash everything. Ooh, I just see germs in my mind all the time now. Number 36, me and my husband are huge Game of Thrones fans. I actually want to read the books now that we've seen the series, and last night was actually the season finale of season 7. Number 37, Resident Evil is my favorite video game of all time. Number 38, I absolutely love my Apple Watch. I wouldn't want to live without it. Number 39, I think the first season of American Horror Story was way better than the most recent ones, even though I will say they just came out with the teaser for their upcoming season, which I think is going to be American Horror Story Cult, and that does look really interesting. However, I'm not a huge fan of Emma Roberts, so we shall see. But number 40, I love my Sony camera. I was actually really nervous when I bought this thing. Didn't know if it was the best decision, but Mark let me make it all my own because he normally makes all the tech decisions in this house. But I absolutely love it, and I actually want to get a Sony video camera. But number 41, I desperately want a dishwasher more than I can express to you. I have spent the last 6 years Mark and I have been together washing dishes by hand, and I'm tired of it. Number 42, no matter what the season, I'm not comfortable unless I'm in long sleeves and pants. That's just kind of how I am. I don't care how hot it is. If I could get away with wearing long sleeves and pants, that's what I'll wear. Number 43, opals are my favorite stone. 44, Mark and I wanted to elope in the mountains of Colorado, and we both, because we've talked about this, we both widely suggest eloping. Number 45, cosmetology school was one of the funnest experiences I've ever had. I think it probably goes along with that saying of you never work a day in your life if you do what you love. Honestly, it was just a really great time for me. It was a lot of different things wrapped into one, but mainly when I look back on it, it was a lot of fun. Number 46, I don't like pumpkin pie. Really like the smell of it, but I hate eating it or really any pie for that matter. It's kind of like a texture thing for me. Anyways, number 47, I played softball in middle school and hated every second of it. Literally my first practice ever for softball, they had me be the catcher who would catch the balls for the coach who was hitting at home plate, and I took a softball straight to the throat, and I couldn't breathe for like 2 minutes, and everybody just kept doing their own thing while I was bent over not breathing. It was the worst experience. I hated it, but I'm glad that I did try it because at least, you know, tried it, whatever. At least now I know I really don't like it. Okay, let's wrap this thing up here. Number 48, my favorite store of all time, probably always will be, is Barnes & Noble. Number 49, margaritas are my favorite alcoholic beverage, or any tequila in general, honestly. Last but not least, number 50, I want to take up knitting or crocheting. I don't really know the difference. Tell me the difference below if you know. When I'm done breastfeeding and done having babies, I need something to fill my time, and I think the stuff people make doing that is absolutely beautiful. So those are 50 random facts about me. I hope it was interesting for you guys. Maybe you got to know me a little bit better. I had quite the time coming up with 50 different things, honestly. So yeah, that is everything for this video. Let me know if you want me to try any other videos down below in the comments. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as always, thanks for watching.